Ever heard of Annabelle, the haunted doll? What if I told you that there's a doll more haunted than her? Most of us do know who Annabelle is, a doll who's a vessel for a demonic, malevolent spirit so haunted that she had to be locked away in a case inside of a home where a priest visits regularly to bless. She's gotta be locked up because whatever's attached to her is constantly trying to find a human host to possess. A priest once visiting threw Annabelle across the room and said, "God is more powerful than the devil." Shortly after leaving the Warren Museum, he got into a serious car accident with a tractor trailer. He survived, but he sustained serious injuries. He said that the moment before impact, he saw Annabelle staring at him through his rearview mirror. Yeah, that's terrifying. But yes, there's a doll older and more haunted than Annabelle. And it also has to be locked up, with many cameras and motion sensors watching its every move. They say visiting this haunted doll may ruin your life. I'm not too sure about that, but we're gonna find out. I will be visiting this doll with my fiance, but she has no idea. Look what they have up here. Oh! What? I am actually terrified to go to sleep tonight.
I'm literally trying not to cry right now. What are you doing?
You know Annabelle, right?
Yeah.
What if we were to visit?
Yeah.
No. This has nothing to do with Annabelle. What if I told you that where we're on vacation right now is a doll considered to be the most haunted doll in the world?
Here.
Yeah, about 20 minutes away.
Is that why we're here?
No, it's not while we're here. I promise.
Then why did we come here? I'm thinking that we're on this cute
came-
little vacation.
We are on a cute vacation.
Why does something always gotta be haunted involved in our vacations?
Because it makes it more fun.
That's what your ass gets. That's what you
You're
get.
gonna help me up?
I'm gonna move the chair. Bringing me to places where I'm sitting here thinking we're on this cute little vacation.
Oh, I hurt my legs.
You okay?
We really are going later.
Like you already have us like scheduled. I'm not going nowhere with you. What was that? What was that?
I don't know. It came from the bathroom.
I'm not going anywhere.
I really don't want to go alone. I've gone to so many places already alone. Like,
Obviously, you know I'm gonna go with you. Do I want to go with you? No, because you set me up. But
I didn't set you up. Like, I really wanted you to go.
Okay, let's see. How did you not set me up? First of all, you set up the camera, and of course, I should have known that there was gonna be something haunted involved. That's gonna take me out of my comfort
deep
zone.
down you are excited.
I think
you know that this
you're
adds to the thrill of
No,
this
it
vacation.
doesn't. It doesn't.
It doesn't?
No.
Oh, come
You know what adds to the
on.
thrill is actually being on
I'm
vacation.
gonna turn this off here. Tiffany knows all about this haunted doll because I've spoken about it before. So before letting her know I have something else up my sleeve, I decided to butter her up a bit. You know, take her on a nice breakfast, a nice walk around town, maybe some fun on the water. That way she won't be as mad at me when I tell her where we're spending the night tonight. This is where we're staying the night. You're not excited?
No.
Why not?
I know this house.
I thought you'd be excited.
No.
It's a historic house.
When you showed me the pictures of this cute little Airbnb, you just showed
It's
me,
purple.
oh, look how cute this little
Look at it. It's purple.
No, I don't care. I don't know why I didn't put it all together.
You're gonna be okay.
No, I'm not.
At least for now.
Are you gonna be okay after I hurt you?
I don't know.
I want to stay the night here. And I was so excited to sleep
How
so
about
good
this?
in a
How about
cute
this? How
little
about this?
Airbnb.
I know we have a busy night ahead of us. Why don't we go inside and get a feel for the place?
I already have a feel for the place.
A physical feel for the place.
I'm physically already feeling how I feel about this place.
What are you guys doing? Oh, they got chickens for pets?
In the morning when I make breakfast, it's around 6:30 to 7 and no one is awake yet. The front door is over there where the kitchen comes in. I just see straight down the hall. So a lot of times when I'm doing things, I just see like a shadowy person figure in the hallway. I'm thinking, oh, someone's up. You know, they're gonna come make coffee. I've gotta get out of their way. But then I turn around to look, really look, and no one is actually there. We stayed in the Eugene studio and we were laughing and carrying on one night. I look over her shoulder, we're both laying in bed, I look over her shoulder at the window and there's a face pressing through the lace fabric and it was just pressing through. It was kind of bluish. And I told my mom, she turned around, she was like, oh my gosh, she turned over, she said, I cannot look at that. So I just kept looking at it because it was interesting, you know? I feel like the eyes are here and the nose And yeah, it just was like pushing through the fabric. That's interesting. That was probably the most uncomfortable thing though.
This is a beautiful room. This is so comfortable. Like, sit in this chair. I want this chair so bad.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
This chair is legit, isn't it?
I could probably sleep in this chair. If I could put my feet up.
I actually felt like really comfortable here. It's really sweet. However, I've never slept here. Of course, the girl's like telling us the stuff that did happen to her. Just so happened to be in the room that we're staying in tonight.
Got a long way to go.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
All right. Okay, look, this is awesome that Tiffany is comfortable. Part of my plan to bring her here during the day so she could be a little bit more comfortable with the place. However, this house is different at nighttime, but I'm not gonna tell her that. In the short amount of time that that girl has worked here, she's only been here for maybe a couple of months. She had a whole lot to say, especially the room that we're staying in that she stayed at before just one time. I was a little nervous when Tiffany was hearing this, but hey, if she's cool, I'm cool. However, at nighttime, things are gonna be different. Later on this evening, we're going to be spending the night in this very same house where the origins of this doll's history came to be. It's believed to be haunted by an old owner and, of course, the doll's attachment or attachments. Legend says that a Bohemian servant that had been mistreated did a voodoo and black magic spell on this doll. The boy was fascinated with this doll and became best friends with it. His parents would oftentimes hear their son upstairs talking with the doll and would hear responses in a completely different voice. What?
You just heard the tapping, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did hear tapping.
So
yes.
that is the dollhouse that they had for their children. They were like cigar makers or something like that. They really made like a really good living off of it. And they made this dollhouse for their children. They say when you go inside, it can get really hot because there's no air in there, but you hear tapping.
And we just heard the tapping.
And we just heard tapping.
Literally right before I turned the camera on.
Right. So that's what I was
Let's
trying
see
to
if we
tell
hear
you.
it again. Where we're at right now is inside of a fort that was built primarily for the Civil War. Look at this. Come on, you can get in here. Trust me. Now, one thing that was added to this fort, which, I mean, these dolls look pretty creepy themselves, but one thing that's brand new here that I've never seen, and it's in the dungeon, is that there is a whole room dedicated to haunted dolls that people themselves have donated to the East Martello Museum. We're gonna go in there in a little bit. A lot of activity happens in there. I was in there during like the ghost tour and they had me walk down this hall. When I walked down this hall, tons of orbs were seen on this nanny cam, and they caught this on camera because I was kind of freaking out about it. This cross right here got hot. I've had this cross pulled before in other places. If you watch my Alone in the Dark series at the Washoe Club, I had this crucifix pulled. And it didn't break or anything. There's a lot of people that have had these crosses broken. There's one guy that it like left a scar on him. It burned him. So this is why I'm wearing my crucifix on the outside of my shirt. But I was holding it like this and it was getting hot. And it only happened for maybe like 10 seconds and I was like, ooh, wow.
These are the children.
Make sure you close it by you.
Here, take this, please.
Dude, this place has a way creepier vibe at nighttime. Oh my gosh. Right behind me is where the most haunted doll in the world lives. We're gonna go in there probably in a little bit. We have a lot more to explore. I like to save the best for last. This entire Civil War museum is haunted, so let's go scope it out. Dude, this is so creepy. Oh, free candy. Free candy. Okay, so we're actually in the hospital. What the hell was that?
We're supposed to go down the spiral staircase?
Yeah. I've been in here before, but I did not know that this used to be a hospital. Look at all this art.
I know. It's really cool. I have all this stuff in my hands.
What the heck's down there? Gonna go down here?
Yeah.
All right, you scared?
Honey.
No, you go first.
No, you go first.
You go first.
You're going.
Okay, I'll go first. Oh my gosh. Oh, Oh, this is the doll room. This is the haunted doll room. These dolls were donated by individuals claiming them to be haunted.
Can you see that?
Yeah. Okay, that's where I was walking down earlier. This is a nanny cam, and a lot of people were seeing orbs. Sometimes they could see this creature. There is a dark, shadowy entity that has been seen here walking on 4 legs.
Yeah, look
up here.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I didn't even see these. Other haunted dolls here too, and a haunted little mini Robert the doll. That's not mine, but it looks a lot like that. Are there any dolls in here that wish to communicate using the EMF meter? Oh, dude, that one just lit up to orange.
Gosh, you scared me.
That one just lit up. This one lit up right here. I don't know what its story is.
Look, that one's lighting up right here.
Wait,
Look right there.
look, right there. It like moved over. Did you catch that?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay, my phone is on airplane mode. I don't know if you can see that. It's on airplane mode because sometimes that can trigger false EMF readings. See? It's not my phone. Can you make that go off again? Your phone's on airplane mode, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna turn my light off. That way we could see. Oh, wow, look at that. What about this third one? Are you haunted? It's like they're in little caskets or something. Pretty creepy. What's the matter?
I keep seeing something in the corner of this movie. Something is definitely right here. You can see it. The whole figure, everything is different.
Well, hey, I have an idea.
Go ahead.
Let's go down there. Come on.
Go ahead. I wish this light worked a little better.
Here, I'll turn this one on. Whoa.
Ow.
Oh, there is a cross. Yo, it is scary in here.
That's Jean and Anne.
Okay, yeah.
When Eugene passed away, he left everything to his sister and just the house to her, but no belongings, and she couldn't afford the house. She sold it for $50,000, and when she left Robert there.
What? Did you just see something? What's the matter? What did you just see?
I don't know.
What did you just see? Wait, what did you see?
I don't know.
Like, just describe it.
I don't know. It was just, I don't know.
What's down there? Like, what was it?
Babe, I don't know how to explain what I just saw. Please stop asking me.
Okay. Look, won't you go take a breather? Go back over there.
But I'm not going anywhere over there.
We don't have to. Do you feel comfortable? So you heard that?
Yes, I'm not doing it.
I want to go down there.
Oh my God.
You can see something?
Yes. I'm literally trying not to cry right now. Something long and white just went, and it just stood over this whole thing.
No kidding.
Just stay watching. I'm telling you, I'm like the whole entire side like went white. The whole side of it.
You don't think it had something to do with my light, maybe?
No, because this is around the corner. So when we were watching y'all earlier, it took you forever to even get to this monitor. It's like when you walk and then you go around, that's where this thing is.
I'm trying to figure out what it is that I heard right now, because I heard something crazy. It was like a tap, or like a something like that. It was weird.
Look, keep watching this, I'm telling you it's gonna show up again. Like, I'm not kidding. Look, oh, do you see?
Yeah, I saw it.
Can you show up on the monitor?
Look, there's something on the left moving. Oh, look! I caught something! Dude, that was an orb shooting out of there. Yo, it's so dark in here.
Whoa.
What?
Babe, there's stuff showing up on this.
All right, you're recording, right? Stay recording. Babe?
Yeah?
So I didn't know this.
Uh-huh.
There is cursed objects in this room. These are all cursed objects. This is new. Look at this. Calusa idol.
Stop saying things out loud.
Are you making noises?
No.
All right, here's the camera that Tiffany can see me on. Oh! Is that the camera? Okay. Oh. Yo. So in the dark, this thing looks like a full-on like entity. I'm getting out of here.
I know you have me on video locking that.
Wait, it's open?
I'm not looking right now.
What the heck? I'm gonna show myself on camera putting this door back like it was. I mean, it is a little windy out. There we go. Okay. Did you hear that?
What was that?
It's always when I'm not recording. As soon as I hit record.
Well, then stay recording.
Oh, right there. What's that?
I just felt like my foot was vibrating.
All right.
That just really freaked me out.
We're not even inside.
Sorry, that just freaked me out.
We're not even inside to see Robert the doll yet. Are you ready?
Why did my left foot just feel like it was vibrating? Literally, it just went my heel.
What? Oh my gosh.
It's fine. We're good.
We were doing a ghost tour earlier and they kind of brought us in here. And man, this lady, remember her EMF meter? It kept going off. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I didn't see it there.
This is the inside of the fort. Oh, it's pretty creepy down there. Oh my gosh. Robert, is it okay if I take a picture of you? I didn't expect you to be right there. Though it can't be confirmed that this doll was given to the boy from a servant who wanted revenge, one thing is certainly true. The doll is very much haunted and, according to some, alive. The doll was originally made by a German company named Steiff in the early 1900s. The boy, who was named Robert Eugene Otto, loved this doll so much he gave the doll his first name Robert and started going by the name Gene. When things would go wrong in the house, his parents would ask him about it and he would say, "Robert did it." In his adulthood, he would spend lots of time painting in the turret, with Robert the doll always keeping him company. Neighborhood kids would see Robert on display in the turret window and would swear that he would get up and start moving around. Gene Otto later married Anne, and there were rumors saying Gene would shove her into the closet against her will and hold the door shut so she couldn't get out. That was also blamed on Robert the doll. Anne did not like Gene's beloved doll, and it seemed like he didn't like her either. Gene had got sick and spent the last 10 years of his life in the attic with Robert the doll. After he passed away, his wife Anne was devastated, but it wasn't because he passed away, it was because Gene Otto didn't include her in his will. All he left her was an empty house. After Gene's death, his sister got all the valuable contents, like antiques, furniture, paintings, jewelry, etc. There was just one thing left behind though. Yeah, you guessed it, Robert the doll. I'm not sure if this was done out of spite, but he remained in the attic untouched. Anne wasn't able to afford living in the artist's house and ended up selling the property for $50,000. And she left Robert the doll in the attic where he would be discovered by the new owner. What? They have a spirit board here?
Isn't that the thing that they said was with real bones? Oh no, that was in another part.
It's a temperature scanner.
Should I check my temperature? I'm hot. What is it saying? 93. Ooh, it just went to 93. Let me see what it is for you. 590. Yeah, so this is hot.
Hey, check it out. It's the house we're spending the night in tonight. She is creepy. I have a secret to tell you.
I'm gonna fight you. I don't even want to hear it.
So there's Robert the doll right behind us. If you've watched any of my videos that I've done with Robert the doll, there is a small souvenir that brought me a great deal of bad luck, and I have him with me here.
Here, take this camera. I'm not even dealing with you. I'm not dealing with you right now.
You don't like
Is
my
that
Robert?
the one from the house? Hi, Robert. Yes, I love Robert. Yeah. I literally want to fight you right now.
Okay, so I have my own unique experiences with Robert the doll. I had this small doll that you can buy here at the front gift shop, and I asked whatever spirit belonged to that Robert
No.
to
Shush. Can you stop
habitate this small doll. This is something that I did. Now, I was road tripping here in an RV. Wouldn't you know that when we left here, we had 4 flat tires, and it happened one by one. One flat tire, damn, we had to stop. Another flat tire.
I know it's jinxing us.
What? I recorded all of this on my vlog. It was just one after another, bad luck, and then finally my RV, the fuel pump went out on it. I got stuck in Georgia. It was just a series of bad luck. It's so bad.
That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago, but recently, maybe a year ago or so, I had this doll sitting in my garage, and there was a lot of weird things happening in our house. That's when we were having the doppelganger
Yeah. Why
stuff
are we talking
happening.
about this in here?
Right there.
I'm not. You right here.
Wait,
You go.
you're not gonna go
I'm
in
not-
there?
I'm not. No.
I don't know.
Here. There you go.
I don't know. So the ghost tour guide, and it wasn't during this ghost tour, but he had a ball sitting up here, and he said, "Hey, Robert, if you don't like somebody, make that ball fall off." Totally just rolled off. You caught this on video. "Hey, Robert, I've never been in here with you at nighttime. Are you excited?" I'm excited. Well, I think it's cool that they have a Raggedy Ann doll, because they say she's the most haunted. Well, the Annabelle, that is, but I beg to differ. I'm just finding out now that Robert was a clown originally. That's your favorite thing.
And that suit that he's the
What is that?
suit that he's wearing actually belonged to Gene Otto.
Hey, Robert. All right, we're gonna play Necro dice with Robert the doll. Hey, Robert, I'm gonna play a game with you, and you can manipulate these words however you like. Let's begin. Necro dice. We're gonna play Necro dice. All right, you wanna ask the first question, babe?
No, go ahead. It's fine. All you.
Hey, Robert, are you happy behind that glass case? Onto. So does that mean that you're not in the glass case because you're on to bigger and better things? Recorded! Look what it says. It says recorded.
Wow.
Wait, is that... Are you going to follow us home?
No.
Not home to our home, but to the artist's house? It says idea. So that...
Maybe he's just saying to record his idea.
Dude.
What?
Something just walked from left to right now.
Maybe he was just saying to record an idea that he has.
Wait, maybe that was your shadow? I don't know.
I don't know.
Was that Tiffany's shadow I saw? Else.
Someone else?
Someone else? What's its name? Long.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Does that mean like they have a long name or it's just a lot of them? He did say that there's 2 tall 8-foot creatures that a psychic mentioned. That! It says that! What's up with those tall creatures that the psychic said habitated your doll form? Kind? Kind what? They're kind? Are you trying to say they're kind? Alright, if they're kind, move that ball for me.
Oh my gosh.
What's wrong with asking? I've seen you do it before. I saw it on camera. Image. All right, Robert. Well, we're going to go spend the night in your house.
Thank
Is there
you.
anything that we should know about spending the night in Eugene's studio? Time.
Maybe it's time. Our time is up here that we have to go.
Okay. It's time. All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. I'm going to take my little Robert. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
I'm going to roll the dice one more time, just for the heck of it. This is going to be Robert's final thing he says to us. Century. Century. What does that mean?
It's been centuries that he's been, right?
And I mean, he's been, I don't want to say it. So thousands upon thousands of people have stories to tell about Robert the doll.
Thank
That's
you.
why he's considered the
Anytime.
most haunted doll in the world. Myrtle Reuter bought the home in 1974 and would keep Robert the doll as a companion for 20 years, even 6 years after selling the artist house and moving. One of the last straws was when she was shoved into a closet by an unseen force, just like Anne was. She then donated the doll to the East Martello Museum, claiming that the doll would move around and cause trouble.
Annabelle got the Hollywood treatment. You can count on one hand the number of people who have been possessed by Annabelle. You want to do that with this guy? You're going to need over 1,000 hands.
Do you feel a little bit better about where we're staying tonight?
I did until you went and invited some stuff back.
I didn't mean to invite it.
Well, sometimes you be talking and not thinking about what you be saying.
So David made a very good valid point. If you go in to visit Robert the doll, do not ask permission because you're giving it power. Whatever dark entity is behind it, actually there's several according to a psychic. It's haunted by a little girl, belonged to one of the servants that passed away here at the artist house, and he did mention 2 dark, tall, 8-foot figures.
They said dozens.
This guy went in there and flicked Robert the doll off. The same night he died. This is why this doll is the most haunted doll in the world. We're gonna go ahead and go inside of the artist house. Gonna show you around a little bit. We're gonna go into the attic where Robert the doll spent a ton of time.
You can go in that attic.
You're not gonna go in the attic with me?
I don't want to go anywhere with you right now.
There's nobody out here. You sure you saw somebody outside the room? I heard something.
Listen, I'm sitting here and I look over because I'm freaking tired. And I look over and I'm like, there was a shadow under the door.
Why don't we just sleep with the door open?
So what the hell?
I mean, if it was a person, that is pretty creepy. They would just stand in front of our door. So I was doing a little bit of editing, sitting on that couch right there. As we're sitting here, like we're hearing little taps and noises. I think we even heard like a woman when we were walking by. Super late right now. Is there anybody spending the night here? All the way up? Okay, in the turret. I'm gonna go up to the attic. Hey, so what do you think revealed its face on this curtain right here to Savannah?
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Do you think it was Eugene, or do you think it was the spirit of Robert the doll?
You do that.
What?
I'm too jumpy.
See anything down the hall? Oh, look what this says here. I slept with Robert. Courtyard, backyard, whatever. It's really cool. Tiffany and I are spending the night in that room right there. That is the actual window where the girl witnessed a face. I don't know if this is a pool or a hot tub. We did get in it earlier. I wanted to get a little closer to the window. Like, was there a spirit that came from the backyard and through the window? I mean, I don't know. It was really nice out here, though.
The nanny to Jean had a daughter. And when this used to be a hospital also.
What the hell was that?
This is the room that she brought her daughter, and supposedly the daughter died, and they say that that's the daughter that could be part of Robert the doll's body, or one of the spirits or something. Somebody took a picture with Robert the doll. In the background there was a shadow of a little girl with pigtail. What the heck is that?
What? You see something?
It just keeps making noise down there. You know the first noise we heard? It was that again.
Why did the daughter die?
I don't know. I don't know if she just got sick or...
I feel like anybody connected to Robert the doll. We're gonna go over here. must be really hot up there. Must be really hot up there. So you got a fan blowing. So I have a picture of Robert the doll up in this attic, and it's pretty creepy. You wanna go first?
No. How are you not hearing stuff?
What was that? I thought that was you.
No.
You didn't just put something down right now?
Not in there.
I just turned that fan off. Oh, cool. The last time I was up here, it was used for storage. It was an actual attic. Looks like they're doing some renovating up here and creating more living space. Look what they have up here. Look at that. So obviously there is something happening up here. I wanted to unplug the fans, so if we catch any noises, we can actually hear them. Those fans are so loud. Are you coming up, babe? Why aren't you coming up here?
First of all, I don't have shoes on. Second of all, one of the things you're going to learn about me is I don't do attics. I think I figured out what that noise was downstairs.
What was the noise?
Is that door open?
What door?
Look right there. Down there on the bottom floor. That door right there. What is that? I don't remember walking past anything open like that.
Did you hear that?
Is that a whisper?
No, it was a knock.
I'm telling you, that wasn't open when we walked up here.
Are you talking about that closet door?
Yes. Right there. The white door at the there.
I see it. Stop freaking out. Come on, come up here with me.
I don't do attics. You can literally ask my mom. I don't do attics.
But this isn't like an attic.
And I don't
It's
have
clean.
shoes on.
So more than likely, all the stuff that I saw the last time I was up here was a lot of what you see right now was storage. Hey Robert, are you up here with us? Why'd they put this big fat cross here? Was it for whatever spirit lives up here? Oh. That was probably Tiff. Okay. This must be where a bathroom is going. What's in here? I thought you weren't coming up here. Be careful, because there is some nails. What's wrong? What's wrong?
Okay. I'm standing trying not to look around downstairs, right?
Are you crying?
Yes. I don't even want to, I'm to the point. So I'm standing there staring at the exit sign. And I'm just looking because I don't want to look around. I shit you not, from that there was like a black mist. It was like a full-on shadow that just walked. What was that?
That was my phone.
Oh God,
You saw a black shadow?
Yes. She sees them all the time. And I was trying not to look downstairs because I didn't want to see anything. And I swear to you, it was like, that's why I'm up here. I have no shoes on.
I thought you weren't coming up here.
You can literally call my mom tomorrow and you can ask her, hey, what does Tiffany not do in a house? And she will tell you an attic. I don't do attics.
What about the dark figure that's following Tiffany around? I don't know if it's because it's just so damn hot up here, but I am dizzy. Like, it must be like 100 degrees up here. All right, we're leaving. If you got anything to say, come say it now. Or you could just crawl in bed with Tiffany later. What?
You're literally trying to get broken up with. I'm not joking.
I'm gonna plug this fan back in because it's hot. Where did you see it?
Keep going.
Like, no clickbait.
So, no, it was literally right there on the first floor.
From where you're standing
Yes.
right now?
I was standing like this. I'm looking at the exit sign, so I don't see anything. Literally right there, it went.
Okay, that door that you thought was like an open door is just for the foyer.
I see that now, which makes me feel 1,000 times better.
That's the turret suite. Earlier today, while they were cleaning, we did manage to get inside the turret suite. Right now, this is probably one of the most requested rooms because Robert the doll spent a lot of time up. Maybe we could just walk in. This is a room that I stayed in before. It's called the turret suite. Up here is where the haunted doll spent most of his days, specifically for Robert the doll. So this was Robert the doll's room up here.
Yeah, this is where he like did all of his like stuff, right?
A little uneasy up here.
Yeah.
I almost want to spend some time in here. A little bit. Or maybe down there where you saw that.
Well, that's where the lady says she sees all the stuff too.
Okay. You mean until it got dark here? You know, they have security cameras here. I wonder if they catch really cool stuff on the cameras. Hey there, little Robert. Yeah, Annabelle's pretty haunted, but the fact that Robert has cursed thousands of people that have come in contact with him, myself included, says a lot. From the moment he was put on display at the museum, there was a shift in energy. The museum became increasingly haunted. Workers would report strange happenings, even hearing giggling in the corners when no one was there. Till this day, people send letters, cards, and now emails apologizing to the doll personally for their extreme bad luck after coming in contact with Robert the doll. Guys, I am actually terrified to go to sleep tonight. I think I may have invited whatever spirit is attached to Robert the doll in this house. And I think it may have followed us. It seems to be focused on Tiffany. Since we left the East Martello, she doesn't feel good. She's been complaining about her stomach hurting. She feels off, dizzy. She's been seeing things, hearing things. I've heard a couple of things, haven't really seen much. I think I'm gonna probably record us sleeping the entire night, because if something's following us around, I wanna catch it. You okay? How do you feel? I do feel a little dizzy, like just a little bit. Do you mind if I record us like sleeping into the night? All right, fam, so I am gonna film our entire night sleeping. We're so tired. I think we've had our fair share of hauntings in one day. It's been fun, exciting, but definitely scary. And this is probably the one thing that I was not looking forward to. Before we get started though, I think you have something on your face. It may be something related to Robert. Here. Whoa, it's daytime already. Look a lot better though without that smudge on your face. I gotta talk to you. So how'd you sleep last night?
I didn't really fall asleep until the sun came up. I just kind of laid there with my eyes closed. At one point heard walking around.
I felt the bed shaking and I looked at my phone and it was 3:30 in the morning. We were still recording, could not get the image of Robert the doll out of my mind. Yeah, I couldn't fall asleep and I kept saying that. I was like, man, I can't, like I keep seeing him. I keep seeing Robert.
I literally didn't even respond to you. I just kept my eyes closed.
Let's get into the footage of us sleeping in the middle of the night to see if there's any surprises other than the ones we mentioned. If you hear snoring in the middle of the night, it's not me, it's her.